Hi there, and welcome back to the Seasonal Storm. My name is Jess, and because it is October in the crafting world, that means it's officially Christmas. So while my home is decorated for fall, up here I'm already testing out some stuff for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna get into a bit of a Christmas crafting haul. So if that interests you, we stop by Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Tractor Supply. And I have a mix of things that you can craft with, a mix of things that were on sale, a mix of things that are brand new, and some ideas of what to do with some of those items. So if that interests you, stay tuned. I forgot to mention, this is a budget-friendly haul with the most expensive item being $7.99. A majority of the items are under $5. So we're gonna start out today's video with finds at Hobby Lobby. I know that Hobby Lobby is super hot right now. Everyone is there. Christmas is 50% off. Now behind me, I have some things set up for Thanksgiving in a fall tree type style. But ultimately, I think for my big tree for Christmas, I'm going to be doing more of like a rustic, woodsy, because I live in a log cabin, it makes sense. So before you get sticker shock looking at all the things and, oh, things are 50% off, first go to your clearance section. A big trend every year for Christmas is burlap and using burlap and ribbon in your tree to make the pretty fabric bubbles. I love doing this, but rather than spending $7 on a brand new roll of burlap, right now my Dollar Tree, my Hobby Lobby had them marked down to $1.50 because these were from the summer collection, so there's a little bit of gold. I think this is perfect for Christmas, so I got 4 of these. Just bypass all that new stuff till it goes on sale. You can find great equivalents. And these are 15 feet of burlap each, so I got 4. Now, the next thing that I recommend kind of as an investment are picks. So while this is a green tree behind me, you can see that there's some picks that I'm also using for fall decor throughout in this pine family. And they range in price from 99 cents to, just for the basic pine picks, to like $10 each, which can feel expensive. But the big tree that I'll be using at Christmas is actually a flock tree. I've never had a flock tree before. I'm not normally a big snow inside person, so I want to bring some of that greenery back into that tree. And so I got some of these picks. Now these are marked for $4.99, mind you, 50% off. So these are $2.50 a piece. They are really large, but they're great to put inside of your tree on a branch and then intertwine some of those flocked branches with this, because again, when snow falls on a tree, it doesn't stick to every single branch. This brings some of that greenery back in. And I love that these had pine cones. Now let's say in a future year you didn't want these in your tree and you wanted them in an arrangement. This is a timeless, universal scheme. This will always work. I'm also thinking for Thanksgiving time, putting these on the table and intermixing some of my white pumpkins, because I kind of like that transitional decor type thing. So I got 2 of that style. Now if you're looking for more of the red berries, they have these. I loved this because it had a hint of the red. It has multiple shades and textures of the different greenery. You've got some of the like, I think this is like cypress. You've got more of the fir. And again, you can spread these branches out and make these so much bigger than they look. This one was also $4.99, so $2.50 a piece. And then lastly, for this grouping of picks, these were $2.99 each, and they're just the basic green fir. These are great for laying down and putting ornaments on top. These are great for centerpieces. They'll be great to stuff in a tree. Again, these are things that you can use year after year, and you do not have to rebuy every single year. So for my basic greenery, those are some of the picks that I went for. Now tucked into this tree already are some other picks that I grabbed, including this one. Again, it's got a little bit of the flocking. It has some fun doodads. This was originally $2.99, so $1.50 each, which is very comparable with Walmart and Dollar Tree right now. A few little berries, but I mean, look how cute that is, just stuffed inside of the tree to add a little something. And lastly are these big frosted picks. These go great through Christmas into winter wonderland type decor. And again, $4.99 originally, so $2.50 a piece. So those are great. Those will last you forever. Now next up at Hobby Lobby, so I got these deer because we have a hunter in the house. And they're kind of this fun brassy, chromy. They're not perfectly silver, they're not perfectly gold. They are shatterproof, very important. We have large dogs. These were originally $8.99, so about $4.50 for the 3 of these. And then I got these fun coppery pine cones, which you'll see with some of my other ornaments. These will go really, really well just to add some glitter, but not be overwhelming. These were originally $10.99, so half off, $5.50-ish. So I'm very excited about both of these. And I like that they're different and not things you see everywhere. Now, lastly, for the ornaments, I got one for my office and one for my house. Again, we've got big dogs, so I could not resist this cute little black lab with its sweater and its antlers. Again, 50% off everything. So this was originally $8, is $4. I normally would not spend this on an ornament, but I had to have it for my brew. And then last, for my office, is this fire truck. With that, that's all the tree-related items from Hobby Lobby. Now, before I transition to the next store, I am putting my Christmas village up in my office for my students and my coworkers and me to see every single day, but also because the little pieces I worry about dog tails messing with. So I got a table drape. This ended up being right about $2.50, $3. It is over 6 feet, and I will cut this up and spread this out on my bookshelf for the village to go on. Okay, so our next store is Walmart. Now, as I hinted, I did get some Christmas Village items at Walmart, but we're gonna actually take things back a year to last clearance at Walmart. So after Christmas every year, Walmart in the early weeks of January has a massive clearance on absolutely like everything holiday related, toys, kids clothes, stuff like that. So if you are a discount shopper, January is really your season. Now, last January, when things went 90% off, I got a bunch of ornaments that I thought I might be interested in for next year. I even kept my receipt. My total was $1.92, and I got 10 ornaments. So here we are a year later with my clearance haul, and I got just ones that I think are classics, very cute, things that fit with all of my decor always. I'm a big Christmas Village girl, so lots of little buildings, lots of fun little rustic ones. Now, these are normally 98 cents each, which is already a steal, but I got these for essentially nothing. So I got a bunch of those last year, and I will always recommend for fun little filler ornaments, check Walmart clearance after the fact. With that said though, this year, I'd like to show you some of the ornaments and goodies that they have that I did pick up. Now, my office tree is going to be in turquoises because while I love a fun bright color scheme, it really just doesn't go with my house. So I got some fun little clip-on poinsettias. I have loved these poinsettias for years. You can see I have these copper ones that I've had for years now. And these ones they used to be 97 cents a piece. They're now $1.28, but that's inflation for you. So I got 3 of those. And to go with the fun whimsical color scheme at work for 98 cents a piece, I got a bunch of turquoisey ornaments. So I got a little donut. I got a little gingerbread train because my dad was a railroader, if you didn't know. I got a little turquoisey disco ball, again, 98 cents a piece. I got this cute little Christmassy mug that's turquoise. And I got a little ice cream cone that all go with that color scheme. But I also got some really cute rustic ornaments. So one of the things I love decorating in the style of is kind of the Scandinavian, more woodsy Christmas. These are also 98 cents a piece, and they have this beautiful little painting on them. But I love that the other side is wood. So if you ever didn't like the red and white color scheme, you could easily flip these over. You could decorate on the back of these and make them kind of a twofer. So these are also 98 cents a piece, and they come in a bunch of different styles. Fun one that they do, and they will definitely have these on clearance this year. I wish I'd grabbed some last year when I saw things on clearance, but they have these fun little box signs. You don't even have to use these as tree decor. You could put these on a tiered tray or on your desk in your office or on a shelf anywhere, but they have all the fun little sayings, and these ones are still just 98 cents, which I think is awesome. And again, they go for so many decor styles, and they're the type that you could use for many years to come. I love buying ornaments or Christmas decor or holiday decor in general that you can use with a variety of styles and kind of becomes timeless. I remember taking out my mom's Christmas decor and my grandma's Christmas decor every year and seeing the same things and it feeling like home rather than always making things look like it just came out of a department store. Now, my last ornament idea is kind of random, but these little bags are 50 cents each at Walmart. And I got obviously 2 of them, but I think these are so cute to put like a little gift in, like kind of a stocking-y stuffer type thing, and tuck them into your tree. And then on Christmas Day, you're like, oh, this wasn't just an ornament, this is also for you. My grandparents, my dad's parents used to do this. We would get coins on our tree, kind of a Scandinavian thing, but we had little stockings and little treasure boxes that we wouldn't realize were gifts until Christmas Day because they look like ornaments. So in homage to them, kind of thought this would be a fun idea as well. So these are 9-foot non-lit garlands, and they were only $3.78. I got these to do my stairs with, and I'm gonna put some burlap and some other ribbon and lights in these, and I think that's gonna be really whimsical and fun. But again, a very affordable price for something that does not need to be fancy, especially if you're twisting other things into it. Just needs to last for many years to come. So I went ahead and grabbed a few of these. And then my favoriteest thing that Walmart does in the holiday season are their little Christmas village houses. I'm not talking the big ones. I'm not even talking the characters. Walmart has been producing these little houses for years. They are always $1.98. I have never seen the price change. Sometimes you can get them when they go 50% off, and that's even better. But they release 8 new ones every single year, and I've been collecting these for a few years now. And so this year I got the candy shop, I got the coffee shop, very important. I got a little grocery store. I got another school, and I say another because sometimes they won't look exactly the same, but they will do duplicates. I got the barber shop, and I got the little fire station, which I thought was so sweet. And I only got 6 out of the 8 this year because there were a few others that were duplicates. I wish they would do more houses, but in years past, they've done houses, they've done barns, they've done all sorts of businesses. So for my businesses that are duplicates, I won't be changing this year's, but I will go into my old grocery and I'm gonna repaint the sign and let it be a different business. So that's kind of a fun little make it your own type thing you can do every year. I keep these year over year, I collect them, and they always get a lot of compliments and they bring me a lot of joy. Now the next stop on this Christmas adventure is probably the most unexpected, and you might think I'm crazy for this, but I was in Tractor Supply to get things for the ranch, and they had Christmas out, and there were 3 things. I held myself back. There were 3 things I had to have. So the first thing is, this is by far the cutest wrapping paper I have ever seen. It has all sorts of Christmas themes and barn themes, and the horse in its little Christmas rug. And of course it's got the red truck, but it also has a red tractor and a cute little cow. A little sheep, just absolutely amazing. And it's actually a really good deal. It's 75 square feet for $6. That is a measurement I don't see that often in wrapping paper. I love wrapping gifts. I love doing big fancy bows, and I love fun wrapping paper that is very different. So I had to pick that up. But speaking of fancy ribbon, in case you didn't believe me, there's my Tractor Supply bag. They had the cutest ribbon. I have absolutely no idea how many yards this is because it's not marked anywhere. But it is Santa on a tractor with a chicken in the snow. I thought this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. This is definitely pricey for me for ribbon, but this will not be gift wrapping ribbon. This will be decor ribbon. I will be doing a wreath with this, and this was $7.99 for the roll. So again, for what I spend on ribbon, this is very pricey, but it's got that nice wire, it's frameable, so I'm very excited to do a DIY with this. And then lastly, I got an ornament. They have Christmas chickens, Christmas cows, everything you can imagine, but I settled on Fishing Santa for $4.99. He is so stinking cute with his little ice chest and his little fish on the line and his bucket with his fish. I could just see him in a little ice fishing hut somewhere, and I absolutely knew he had to come home with me. So do not discount places like Tractor Supply. I've even seen great ornaments at hardware stores before. So again, if you're looking for something creative and out of the box, think creative and out of the box. Now before I jump into Dollar Tree and DIYs, I'm gonna get into, this is kind of time sensitive, but you can order similar on Amazon, and that is my favorite decor hack are pillow covers. So I ordered a stack of pillow covers. These came from Shein. I've ordered pillow covers from Amazon in the past. Again, they can take up to 2 weeks to get here. So if this is something you're interested in, I recommend ordering as soon as possible. Most of these were between $1.50 and $2.70 each, which I think is actually a pretty good deal. So Starting off strong, I got this cute little snowman with his kind of orange plaid scarf. He will be going to my office. I thought he was absolutely precious, and this material is kind of a burlappy material, so not the best to cuddle up with, but still very cute for an accent pillow. Next up, I have a whole stack wrapped together in a theme. If you are looking for the red and black check, red barn, country Christmas, these are some great options. Up first, I live in a house with a hunter, so we had to have a big deer and a big red and black check scarf. Again, this would transition really well to after Christmas, winter wonderland, headed towards Valentine's Day. So again, multiple uses, multiple seasons and holidays out of that. I saw this one, and again, for a girl who loves a Christmas village, absolutely adored this one. Fun wintry scene with the red and black check. Normally not a big red and black check girl, but this definitely got me in the holiday spirit. And if you are decorating for Thanksgiving, I think that this is even a good transitional piece for that, if that interests you. Of course, it wouldn't be farm decor without a big old barn with a big old wreath on it. Had to have this, again, still in that burlappy fabric, but thought this was really fun. These are 45 by 45 centimeters. And then last up, a big red truck with a big old dog hanging outside of it, piled high with a Christmas tree and gifts. Very cute, kind of a different visual perspective on the red truck than the side profile we normally see. Now, if you're looking for the more rustic Scandinavian Christmas or pieces that can transition from Thanksgiving through to Christmas, this stack is the stack for you. Up first is this fun pine cone and pine and big ribbon swag, again in that burlappy material. I thought this one was really pretty and again could really take you through all of winter. We've got a trio of trees, very simple, very understated, again goes with literally any color scheme you could ever transfer your decor to, so the type of piece to last. Now, if you didn't like the little Christmas stars, you can order a very similar one with just the trees, which I think in a log cabin is great for year-round decor. This one is so whimsical and Scandinavian to me, as is the next one with its little wooden village and some pine sprigs. And lastly, one of my fall ones was a lantern with some pumpkins and an apple. This is a lantern with some red berries. Again, a great piece to transition through Christmas, through winter wonderland and Valentine's decor, if that's something that interests you. For our last grouping of items for today's haul, we're going to talk about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is obviously a great place to get lots of DIY supplies, which is normally what I get from there. So I'm going to talk about some of the items that I get and how I change them, but also I'm going to show you some things that they're offering this season. My stores don't really have a lot of Christmas out yet, so I'm going to pull some stuff I've gotten in past years and talk about it too. So first off, for all of our stores are Dollar Tree Plus now, I think. They have always done the $1 little trees. They are now offering this $4 or 4-foot $5 tree. It looks nice on the packaging and it looks great when you fill it in. It is a little naked and bare when it's not filled in, but it is sitting right here behind me. I would say it's probably a little bit shorter than 4 feet tall. I'll be taking this tree to my office. It will fit great there. But as you can see, once you fill it in with some goodies, it looks fantastic. It's a great price. It's not lit, so you will have to add your own lights if you're interested in that, but for $5, you really cannot go wrong. Now, into more of our normal Dollar Tree offerings. They offer signs and pre-made ornaments and things like that every year. I think that they can be a great value, but I prefer the stuff I can DIY with. So a few years ago, and they're still offering them this year, they started doing these signs double-sided. I normally buy my signs and paint on the other side of them, but I thought these are very cute. They come in a variety of themes, and again, I think these were available 2 years ago, and I have seldom used these, but they go with lots of different themes and you can use them as you change color schemes year after year. So I think for now, $1.25, those are a great deal. Great, even just on the wall, but propped up in a tree to kind of fill out empty spaces. They always have different sayings. You've got your Merry Christmas, your Season's Greeting. Now, ones that I love to DIY with, these are very cute on their own. Ignore that sometimes this glue comes off, it's easy to fix. But these big ornament signs, in years past, when I've wanted to DIY with these, I've had to get them and paint on the back or take the paper off the front. They're now releasing these just blank, which I think is awesome, but they still have this metal detail. So those are always great. Love snagging those up. And some people get bored with these big square signs. I like the theme, I think it's cute. However, I will likely be painting on the back of these because it's a great canvas and you can change them year after year. But again, if you want to come back to that red and black check, you always have that as an option. These are great tucked into a tree. They're great in a little vignette type display. They're great to fill up a space on a wall. One of my favorite hacks is I like to hang these and then put some greenery behind them. Just add a little something up top. Now in terms of pre-made ornaments to the super glittery, lots of fallout, they're still producing these cute little gnome type ornaments. I think these are really rustic and fun. I've had these, but I've never used them in a tree, so this will be their year to shine. But the most exciting part about what Dollar Tree offers are their pieces that you can DIY with. So I'm going to show you the pieces raw and some of the things I have made with them in the past. So a lot of people see these different pieces at the dollar store that they're just wood pieces or little metal pieces. It's like pieces like this, yeah, you can assemble it, but I think it's really cute to hot glue these in and make them really secure. And you can make this into an ornament or place this into a wreath. So there's a lot of things we can do with things like that. These big wood pieces, if you get a wood burner, these are great. I love making wood burnt ornaments with these. These are even great to paint. They make fun coasters. There's a lot of gift ideas you can make with them. Your fall decor pieces though, little coffee cups like this, I think they were like a 6 or an 8 pack. You can make tons of ornaments, great for teachers. Another Walmart find, these are 98 cents each, great for making ornaments with. And then the big signs. We all know them, we all love them. Paint them, decoupage them, whatever you need to do. These are always great to make giant ornaments with, big tree fillers, wreath centers, all that good stuff. Now in the past, some of those big signs I have painted into these two versions again, and you know, these ones obviously because they're words, you can't really paint on the back side and make them new, but you can always paint over your old ones because they're really sturdy, they'll last forever. But all those little ones, I have made so many ornaments with, and you can just take a little piece of ribbon and staple it to the back or hot glue it and have so many fun little ornaments. Like I said, these little coffee cups I would burn nice into with a little Love Santa ribbon. You can do intricate designs. You can even get their little gift tags, and I've made those gift tags into ornaments with just a little bit of ribbon on top of them as well. So really the possibilities are endless. I love the metal ones as well because they, you know, they reflect light. So don't be intimidated by the craft supplies section. Homemade gifts are always so appreciated by people, and some of them can really last forever. In the vein of talking about DIYs, a last thing is that I think there's so much beauty and value in things that are homemade, and in this current economy and in the last few years, you know, people have really struggled to find a balance between keeping up with the Joneses commercially and also making their home feel somewhere that is homey. And I would like to show you guys some of the ways that I like to do my DIYs that last years over years, fit in with lots of decor, and reuse a lot of things that we have laying around. So I like to buy things on clearance, and all of these little ornaments I got a few years ago. Now they weren't ornaments when I got them, they were bowl fillers, and they were on clearance because not a lot of people buy bowl fillers, and I still see them everywhere. And I just hot glued some little ribbon scraps to the top of them, or even some greenery scraps. And some of these you'll notice have a price tag on them just because I had them for sale in that little store I used to decorate, but these are the ones that didn't get picked up. And you know what? I think they are so sweet and whimsical to just have in my decor stash, and they are kind of timeless to me. I think that rustic and earthy and the messages that go with kind of being at home will fit forever. So if you see bowl filler or things that can be repurposed as ornaments, it's not hard. I just screwed a little eye hook into the top of these, secured it with some hot glue, and added my wire. Now, other things I keep in my DIY stash. So like I said, I have a wood burner. I've used it for many projects. I absolutely love it. It's great on wood projects. I like to keep my ribbon scraps, but I also like to keep from floral projects where I use all the flowers. I take apart the pine cones and the holly leaves and the little sprigs of greenery, and I hot glue them on other projects. I keep lots of stashes of little ribbons. These have some red trucks and the Love Santas and some Believe ribbon. I also keep fun little crystal pieces that I find on projects. These are some letters I've used to stencil. The twine is always a good one, a good foam daughter brush. And again, just keeping more ribbon scraps and twine. You can do a lot of things with keeping those treasures around and adding them to a variety of different types of ornaments, and it just creates whimsy and it brings things a little bit back down home rather than just being the glitz and the glamour of go out this season, buy the biggest decor trend, you know, next year put all that stuff away because maybe I'll reuse it, buy the next trend. We don't all have to do that, and I think it's great to have projects that you can maybe cultivate with family and make using what you have, and for years to come when you put things on a tree, it reminds you of, I made this when my friend and I were on a new project together and endeavoring into doing something different, or I made this with my mom and now I'm gonna hang it up every year, or I made these with the kids and someday when they're old enough, I'll send these projects on with them to their homes to remember when we sat down and made something special together. So as we approach this holiday season, I hope that things go well for you. I hope that you find projects and gifts and crafts that match you and your budget and your decor and your values. And with that said, I'm excited to bring you guys lots of DIYs this Christmas season, starting in November. See you very soon.